Okay, Brick Bearing's back, man. Investing time. Roller coaster. This brand new set just came out. I love it. Normally, as you guys know, I do not do investment videos with new sets when they first are released. However, I just can't help myself, and I'm going to take a look at it and let's see what we got. So going back to 1979, little tiny Brick Baron, little tiny kid, went on Space Mountain for the first time. My father tricked me to get me on it. He knew I was afraid of roller coasters, so he told me, "Yeah, boy, it's a science experiment. Get in there." And we get up there and we wait in line and we're getting there. I'm thinking, Dad, this looks like a roller coaster to me. It just sounds like one. I hear these noises. Oh boy, it ain't no roller coaster. Get up there. Finally, we get into the end of the line. The cars come up. Those are roller coaster cars. I'm like, dude, I was like, Dad, that's a roller coaster car. No, boy, ain't a roller coaster car. Get in there. It's a science experiment. And I get in there, and needless to say, I discovered very quickly it was a roller coaster. I was screaming my lungs out. I think I screamed so hard I couldn't even breathe after that ride was over. So yeah, fun times in my childhood. Thanks, Dad. Anyways, Fabuland. This is an amusement park set from 1985. Relax, we're not going to use it in the actual numbers for the projection, but I thought it was kind of fun to look back at this. Fabuland, for those who don't know, was back in the late 70s and the mid 80s. It was that what Lego Juniors are today. It was that intermediary set that kind of got kids from Duplo into the system bricks. So a great set. It's probably the earliest amusement park, I guess, Lego kind of ever did. This one's got the Ferris wheel, the little carousel with it, and a slide. But just for the heck of it, that Fabuland set, and these are used values, by the way. It is reselling plus 22% of its parts value. I imagine if you had it sealed, I would imagine it'd be selling about $500. Interestingly enough, the Galaxy Explorer, there was three that I was following on Bricklink, and 3 sealed sets, and they went from $2,250 to $1,800, and one of them did sell at that price. So it does go to show you that a collector will shell out big bucks for very rare, very vintage sets. Anyways, getting back to the roller coaster. So well, I love this set, man. It's fantastic. I'm so grateful Lego finally gave us one. I knew it was coming because it was in the silhouette in the box for the Ferris wheel. The carousel that I picked up last summer. The only disappointment I have, it's a very minor quibble, really. I was hoping for flexible track that we could eventually make into a loop, but I'm sure Lego's probably going to work on that and give us something like that in the future. I am not doing minifigs in this video because these minifigures with this set, like a lot of creator sets, are common printings, common molds. But right now, because it's a brand new set, the figs are selling that $5, $5.50 range, but that price will drop over the next 6 months. Parts value says $8.55. So yeah, it's a little over doubling. It's a good spread. But again, parts values always tend to be high with new sets when they come out because, like a lot of new sets, this one, the roller coaster, does have a bunch of new molds, not just in terms of the track pieces, but also there's a few other pieces in there also that are also new. That number will decline over the next 6 months as more and more parts are uploaded. But for right now, we work what we got, and it's $8.55. So 2 years after retirement. Now, again, I'm not using the Fabuland set in this. That was just for fun, looking at that old set. But what I did was I took more of a holistic approach based on other previous sets I've done in the past and looked at sort of this size. There really was not another roller coaster to compare this to. Like I said, the Friends one they did about a year and a half, 2 years ago was kind of wasn't really a roller coaster set, and didn't. Not going to do the price increase or decrease because again, I don't really have a metric to compare it to. So what I did was I just took my minus 25% off the parts value. A lot of these big sets typically do that 2 years after retirement. That minus 25 is sort of an average. They can be as high as minus 50%, sometimes maybe minus 20%, depends. Putting us around 641, which is a pretty solid number. I do think that number will be a little bit lower, only because of supply and demand, and because people are just investing in Lego like crazy these days. So 8 years out, what do we got? We got 855 plus 10%, 940. The 855 number will definitely go up as far as the parts value go because typically this set when it was released, right now it's 9.2 cents a brick, but that will go up. Typically sets, the parts values go up significantly after they retire because, like again, Lego circulates their parts and some of these molds might not be available or in other sets once this run is finished, unless Lego does another roller coaster set between when it retires and 8 years later, which is doubtful. So anyways, those things considering, plus 10% is kind of an average of other big sets in the same time frame, puts around 940, which I think is pretty close to what it'll actually be. We saw the carousel set before they released the new carousel. The old carousel, the grand carousel, was reselling ridiculous numbers. They were over $1,000. I've seen some go as high as 2,000 sealed in the box. Of course, different again, different set of situations with that set, but I'm just saying that I have seen it. So guys, that's all I got, man. That is me. Definitely a solid buy as long as you have space to hold on the set. Again, we will do another video 6 months from now that digs a little bit deeper with the actual numbers once we have a chance to have things, the dust kind of settle on all this newness. But for now, it is what it is. And I always want to thank the supporters out there. I have a small group. We're not a large group here on this channel, but people that we do have are very knowledgeable, very, very nice and very supportive, and I definitely appreciate that. So I want to talk to you all later, and see you. Bye.